that I'm going to ask you about this. So you must remember that. So I'm going to erase that. Is it okay? I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to draw a new diagram. That's XA, that's XB, angle theta, ZA, ZB, that's angle theta. And now the rotation is about y-axis. The rotation is about y-axis. R, BA, rotation about y-axis. Rotation about y-axis. So the first entity is XB dot XA. XB dot XA. We have here, I'm going to write XA, XA. This is how to erase this. So XB dot XA is cos of theta. So I'm going to write down cos of theta here. XB dot XA. XB dot YA. YA is out of page. Angle is 90 degree. So that cos of 90 is 0. So I'm going to write down 0 here. XB dot ZA. XB dot ZA. That's minus sine of theta. YB dot XA. YB is out of the page and XA is 90 degrees. So this is 0. YB dot YA, they are both out of the page. Angle is 0 degree, cos of 0 is 1. And YB dot ZA is YB dot ZA 90 degree. So this again 0 here. And we are getting 0 here and 0. So let's go to this entity. ZB dot XA, ZB dot XA is sine of theta. ZB dot YA is again 0. And ZB dot ZA is cos of theta. Cos of theta. So this is the matrix that we have got. So this is how we got the 3 rotation about x, y, z, and you have to remember that when the rotation is y-axis, 1 comes out to the middle. Remember, when the z it was here 1 and for x it was here 1. So for the y it is in the middle. So this is entity 0 and this is entity 0. So this is the 3 rotations that we have seen. Now what I'm going to do is right now is, you have seen these three rotations, they were counterclockwise. Three rotations, they were counterclockwise. I'm going to do an example problem in which the rotation is clockwise, and then we'll see what difference it makes if the rotation is clockwise. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do an example, and then I'm going to erase this. I'm going to erase that. I'm going to erase that. I'm going to draw the axis. ZA, YA, this is, rotation is clockwise. So this will be ZB, that will be XB, sorry, YB, that's angle 30 degree, that's angle 60 degree, sorry, that's 60 degree angle, 60 degree, and this is also 60 degree, 60 degree, and I've drawn it little, so this is 60, then that angle must be 30 degree, 30 degree. So the rotation is about x-axis. We have YA, YB, ZA, ZB, and now I'm going to write the matrix. R, B, A, right here. I'll try to put it in this. So XB dot XA, XB dot XA, cos of 0, cos of 0. XB dot YA, XB dot YA, cos of 90. Cos of 90. XB dot ZA, XB dot ZA, cos of 90. Cos of 90. So we have seen this, that this is XB dot XA, YB, XB dot YA, and XB dot ZA, cos of 0, cos of 90, cos of 90. And then we have YB dot XA, YB dot YB dot XA, cos of 90. Cos of 90. YB dot YA, YB dot YA, cos of 60, YB dot YA, cos of 60, YB dot ZA, minus sine of 60, minus sine of 60, and ZB dot XA, cos of 90, that's 90 degree angle, cos of 90. ZB dot YA, cos of ZB dot YA, that angle is 30 degrees, so this is cos of 30. Sorry, this is cos of 30. ZB dot ZA is cos of 60. Cos of 60. So this is what we got here. And if I put down the values, we got 1, 0, 0, 0.5, 0.866, 0, minus 0.866, 0.5. This is what we got here. Now, that was rotation about x-axis. That was rotation about x-axis. We got 1 here, 0, 0, 0 there. Rotation about x-axis. If you remember, the rotation about x-axis, when the rotation was counterclockwise, we got positive sign here and negative sign here. So that's what I wanted you to understand. When the rotation is clockwise, you will get the negative sign here and the positive sign here. Okay.